Howdy everyone, Zayala here, shooting up a new video, and this is going to be part 5? Wait, hold on, 5 or 6, I don't know, I lost attention. Oh, uh, shit, well, I forget, a part 5, 6, I lost count. And, hold on, I need to think. Oh boy, yeah, whoa. Alright, okay. It's gonna be part whatever on what if Deku was Wolverine. We last left off on where did we leave off actually? Well, it was everything went going on. Aizawa talked about the sports festival. Everyone got all wet about it, but Logan he was confused. He did not know what that was. Again, memory loss. Alright, so they're talking about the first sports festival. Logan didn't know what was happening, and now we start off at chapter 11, Dream. The Dream. As everyone was surprised by what Logan said about not knowing about the sports festival, they figured anything related to school or heroes he didn't know about. So everybody just sighed and just said, "Of course." And then Aizawa explained the festival, and everybody talked about it later, and a bunch of other students crowded around Class 1A like in the actual thing. Everybody was just staring at Class 1A and just like freaking just looking at him. "Take a picture, it'll last longer," Logan said in a very annoyed tone. Bakugo was about to yell at the other students, but until Logan said what he told the other students, and which made him chuckle for once. Mineta was panicking and said not to not get any of the other students angry. Like that's what he was like shaking Logan about. He's like, "Don't get the other students angry." Until Logan said, "If I have the ability to survive and kill a brainless monster, and was able to make the villains retreat at the USJ, I can handle a bunch of kids who underestimate this class, and even me." As the class was motivated by Logan's words, they smiled until slow clapping was heard. "Well, so you're the reason why people are excited about Class 1A," says a person in the back. "I'm the reason why my class survived," said Logan in an annoyed tone. "Maybe, but I even heard that the monster you killed was scratched everywhere, like an animal attacking like two animals fighting. There's barely a head around. It was either the creature... Oh, hold on. It was either the creature or actual people," as Logan responded to what the mysterious purple-haired dude said, until he got closer. As Logan and the purple-haired guy got closer, glaring at each other, Ida got between them both and said, "That's not school behavior. Besides, Logan saved us and made the villains leave." As the guy announced him as Shinzo, said sure, and walked off. Oh shit. Yeah, there we go. As one of the students in the crowd was about to say something that was going to get the class 1A a bit concerned, Logan just slightly turned behind him and just looked at him, showing his sharp wolf-like teeth, and growled. And that just made the boy scared and just said, "Okay, I'm done." And where was I? Time later, where everyone was training, and Logan went back to the went back to his house where he was staying with Nezu. This is a house, by the way. It's his pimpin' house. As everyone was training and getting ready, Logan just didn't care and went to a Outback Steakhouse. Then when night came, it wasn't a normal night. Logan started to have flashes of people he didn't know in a place he wasn't familiar with. In this dream, all he saw was him surrounded by water, covered with needles and pipes, as he was screaming in pain, as two shadowy figures walked up, not knowing he was awake. He isn't ready. He's just as he was cut off. Don't question me. Besides, if something happens with him, you always have your other son. And Logan woke up and covered in sweat, just wondering what the hell was going on. And who those people were. Nezu woke up and was wondering on what was going on, and was going to go to Logan's room, but saw the downstairs light was on. Logan was in his nightwear, just like a plain t-shirt and saggy pants, and drinking whiskey Nezu had. You know, you are underaged, Nezu said in a little disappointed tone. Yeah, but I'm stressed. Besides, my healing stops me from getting drunk. And it doesn't get poisoned by it. Nezu was still a little upset, Nezu was still a little upset that Logan was still drinking. Logan explained the dream or nightmare that he had, and they talked it over and went back to sleep. But Logan was still uneasy and went to bed with the whiskey. Chapter 12. The Sports Festival. The time came to where the sports festival was here. Everyone was lined up and getting ready to talk. Everyone was lined up, getting ready, talk about 1A, how a single student stopped and made a group of villains at the USJ retreat, which made everybody even more pumped up about the 1A, especially knowing that but they're mostly excited about this mysterious boy who stopped the villains. When it was time for the race, almost time for the race, and almost time for the race, everyone was in their little rooms. Todoroki gave the threat to Logan. He was annoyed. Logan was annoyed, but smiled and stood up an inch shorter than Todoroki. In that case, try to keep up. As Logan patted his shoulder and then walked off. And that got Todoroki even more motivated, knowing that he's even more upset. The race started. Since Logan had great speed, he was in first place, but then the robots showed up. As people stopped where they stood and stayed there wondering what to do, but Logan kept on running, popped out his claws and just jumped on top of each robot, just kind of like a leap, just like a frog bouncing on lily pads, just kept on, yeah. But as Logan got through all those little robots, out of nowhere, a bunch of those big freaking robots came. But Logan just kept on running. As he ran by, he leaped and cut a bit of the a bit of the robot's leg off, which made him kind of wobbly and fall. And made this big ass robot start to tilt as Logan kept on running. Good luck. As he got further away. everyone did the same thing like earlier where they came to a freaking area and they fought the robots, ran and everything. But Logan was still in first place. But when it came for the minefield, Logan just kept on running. Just freaking. Wait, was it the minefield? No, it's the other one. Where it's like the big rocky area. Is it that one? Yeah. But since there's like hardly any since there's not like a bridge, just like a bunch of wires connected to these pillars of rocks, Logan just thought to himself, what the hell, and just freaking. He just took a big leap, popping out his claws while climbing the rock towers and jumping from one to another. But Bakugo and Todoroki showed up, angry, as Logan smiled, turned back and smiled, and kept on running. When the minefield showed up, Bakugo and Todoroki kept on going. When Logan stopped, and he had a great idea. Just like in the actual thing, he dug up a bunch of the mines and made an explosion. But he just got a big pile, backed up a bit, took a head start, and rolled himself into like a ball, and jumped up, and took a big leap and just flew, looking like a meteor, like a wrecking ball. But since he has a bunch of C4s, he was able to go past Todoroki and Bakugo and finish it and land at the end of the course. As Logan landed, he just kept on running with great speed as Bakugo was off guard, wondering on how the hell he did that. He finished in third place, as Todoroki second, and the top dog Logan first, and everybody else, since I ain't got time for that. As Ida and Uraka went towards Logan, out of breath, congratulating him, Ida was still going to go against Logan and started having doubts of being attached to him. But Logan grabbed Ida's shoulder and said, "You did your best, my friend. Whatever silly shit we do next, hope we're allies." Which made Ida smile with more hopeful words by his great friend. Since a lot of the events needed partners, Logan told him that since like a lot of the events needed partners or something like that. So, yeah. When it was time for the next match and it was announced, Logan had his 1,000,000 points. Everyone just looked at him with determination and scowled at him. But Logan just stood there silently with a blank face until he gave a great big smile and showed his wolf-like teeth and raised his two fists and screamed, "Finally! A challenge!" As everybody's glares turned into that face you make whenever someone says something and you're like, wait, what? I don't know what that face is called, like shock or something like that, like surprised? I don't know, but yeah. When it came for partners, nobody picked Logan since, well, he had the most points and everyone just wanted to get him. You're just jealous. All of you. As Ochako and Ito walked up to Logan and smiled. "Maybe, but we'll follow you to victory." Instead of Ida being against Logan and being partners with Todoroki, he's partnered up with Logan since Logan inspired him in class and during the race. Then Hatsume came along and the rest happened like whenever the whole freaking challenge 4-match thing, but I don't know, it was with Ida instead of Tokoyami. And I don't want to explain the rest into detail since well, ain't got time for that. Now that the freaking 4-man race was over, And well, of course they won. Logan won. He had great senses. Ida had great speed. Chaka had her things, and Hatsume had her gadgets, and they're freaking like the A-team. But now it was time for the big event. The top honcho versus, as President Mike announced, it was time for Logan versus Shinzo. Everyone screamed in excitement. As you can tell. Ooh. They're real motivated. But that'll be till next episode. Won't it, retard? No, not that. Yeah, they're pumped up about it. Yeah. But like I said, next episode. But that might take a while since school starts. And, yeah, I'm going to be pretty busy with that, so might take time. And you guys ain't happy about that, aren't you? Well, like I said, I try to get videos as put up as much as I can. Subscribe, spread the word, tell your friends, and say hi. Yeah.